Okay, this is your official welcome to EE093, Section W2 of College Reading 2 for the summer 2016, second half of the summer. This will be a 6-week course, which does begin officially on Monday, June 27th. Today is Saturday, the 25th. I'm recording this video and sending it out to you as a YouTube. It'll be housed on YouTube, and I'll send it out as a link to you through email when I finish recording here. So again, welcome. What I want to do here is just take probably around 10 minutes and just go over some of the basics of the course. I want to show you around a little bit. For those of you, I know that this course is taken by a lot of students new to Mount Aloysius and maybe new to the online learning environment altogether. So my goal is to kind of introduce you to, in particular, this course in Blackboard, which is the learning management system used to house all the information for the online courses through the Mount. Okay. You will be required to have a textbook, have good internet access, and be able to navigate somewhat well through the course management system. Okay. What I want to do now is just to take you through the course a little bit. You can see here, this area here, I'll refer to this often as the left navigation area or the left menu area in Blackboard. Okay. When I make that reference, this is what I'm referring to over here, this area right here. Okay. When you start into the course, for the first few days, when you log into Blackboard and then you see the EE093 course listed in your Blackboard courses, when you click on the EE093 course, you're going to be brought directly for the first few days into this Get Started Here area. Following the first few days of class, I will redirect you back to this area, which is the home page area. And essentially, a few things that you can do from here. I have this set up that you can customize this area for yourselves if that's what you so desire to do. Primarily, I would recommend keeping the announcements at the top. You can add a calendar link to this as well, which I'm going to put out here separately in the left menu area, which is not here yet. Okay, I'm going to show you two things here. Take you right into the Get Started Here area. And the view that you're seeing right now is the instructor view. And there are really two reasons why I want to do that, and I'll explain the other one in a video later on. But the first reason is because I want you to see exactly everything that's in the course. I will be hiding course materials from you. It's not a nice thing, I know. My mother taught me that as a young boy. But anyways, I'll be hiding some of the course materials from you because of the fact that this is a very condensed course into 6 weeks. I've got it structured such that I think it's going to flow well by offering little chunks of the information at a time. So that's my goal here, is to offer chunks of the information to you, and I'll do that by only making visible to you some of the material. Okay. So this is the instructor view. You'll be able to see everything. Get Started Here area, I'll just walk you right down through this. The very first thing in here is the course syllabus. This is in a Microsoft Word format right now. If anybody has any issue with this, let me know, because what I'll do is I'll set this up as a PDF that you can view as well. So make sure, again, if you have any issues opening the syllabus, let me know right away, early on in the first day of the class, and I will put it up here as a PDF so you'll have a couple options to view it. Okay. Make sure you read the syllabus, read it thoroughly. It does house a great deal of information about the course. That's the link. Okay. This is the required textbook for the course here, and I gave you a nice visual and some of the detailed information about it with the author and I noticed that I didn't put the ISBN number on here. I will add that as well, so you'll have that. But if you're going to do a search for it and get the book somewhere other than the Mounts bookstore, searching by the information you have on here will be good, but I will provide you with the ISBN as well. Okay. The course calendar is here. Make sure that you read through the course calendar. Because of the nature of this course, how I have it divided up is by units, and those units are divided up by chapters. Okay, so the issue with it is, and a bit different from how I normally teach, is I usually either make a unit a weekly unit, so it's a full week. If the course begins on a Monday, it'll run Monday through Sunday. Okay. That's not the case in this course. It's a bit different, so make sure you pay close attention to the dates. They are here on this calendar, but they'll also be in another area, which I'll show you in a few minutes too. So you have it, in more than one place. So Unit 1, this is kind of the introduction to the course. Okay, so this column here houses the unit and the dates. This column here houses what it is that we'll be covering during that time frame, and then this area over here shows the items that are due during that time frame. Okay, so by June 29th that these items here are due: your introductory discussion board and a quiz. Okay, so read through the calendar as well. I put some information up here about course communication, because I believe in a fully online course that keeping up with the communication is one of the main jobs that I have as the instructor and guide for this online course. So communication is very important. Read over this. Primarily, the Mounts policy is that students will use their Mount Aloysius College email, and students will email the professor to the professor's Mount Aloysius College email. That is, I adhere to that policy. Okay, I do have other means set up as well, though. I have a message area to the instructor set up in Blackboard, so you can message me in Blackboard. You can email me. I have my cell phone number here. Since I am an adjunct, I don't have a regular office phone, although I have office space on campus. I don't have an office phone. So I do use a cell phone for teaching. You can call me on that. You can text me. But I would just ask, if you do call, because I don't answer all the time, if you do call, please leave a message and leave your name and a number where I can get back to you. Or if it's an issue that I can email you back, let me know that as well. Okay. If you do text me as well, just make sure that you let me know your name and that it's in reference to EE093. Okay. I will also have a Blackboard forum set up in here. This is an area for students to interact with one another. So this is kind of like a student lounge, I refer to it as. This student lounge is a place for you all to communicate with one another about anything related to the course. You can get in there and chat in other ways, and it's a way to communicate. You want to find out what each other are doing on the weekends. You can use it for that as well. I will monitor that, but I will not get involved in it. Okay. You can also use it from an academic standpoint, a way to ask other students questions about the course materials that you would rather ask students about rather than come directly to the instructor. Students like that. They like that option of having that. So, but this is the reason I monitor it. So if those kind of discussions are going on, I want to make sure that students are getting answers to the posts that they put out there. Okay. And as I said, I do have access to office space at the Mount, so we can set up an in-person meeting as well if you want to do that. Okay. I will use Blackboard Collaborate as well. Collaborate is the Mount's Blackboard component that they bought to allow students and faculty to communicate. It's essentially an online meeting program is what it is. My mouse is jumping all around here. Okay, discussion board guidelines. I'm going to change this up a little bit because this rubric that I created here is really set up for discussions, and I'm going to approach it a bit differently just because this class grew much bigger than I initially thought it was when I started setting it up. So we are, I think, somewhere around 24 students right now, so that's going to change the nature of the discussion boards a bit. Okay, so I will make note of that and let you know as well and make changes here on this page. Okay, I also put some tips here for online learning for you. This is one thing that you'll want to take a look at, especially if you haven't taken classes online before. But I tell students, even if you have, there's some good information here. So read through this, and then this picture over here is actually a link to an article. It's a very good article about how to survive in online classes and working with others in groups and such. Okay. So that's it. That is the entirety of the Get Started Here area. Once you get through all that information, you want to jump over to the course materials main area. And again, you should do this, read through this in the first day of the class. And you know, I'm not typically that strict on those type of things, but I'm going to adhere to that with this class just because, as I said before, it's a 6-week course. It moves rapidly. There's a lot of material to cover in the class. Okay? Alright, so here we go. I'm going to jump into the course materials main area. This is where all of the information for the course is housed. Okay? And I told you earlier that you have access to an instructor view, and you also have which I'm showing you right now. You don't have access to it. I'll back that up. Right now you have access to it by looking at it through my view. So you can see here that the units are in here by the dates. I mentioned that they were on the calendar, but I also put them in this main page area as well. This is where you're going to want to work from all the time. Course materials main. Okay. And when I show you your view, you'll notice some of these things are going to disappear from the left navigation area here. So what you want to do is, to get started here, is you click on the link. I'm just showing you this right now. Again, I'm going to show it to you from your view. This little navigation outline area will be available to you for all the different learning modules. However, your view is different than this, and I'll show you that in 10 seconds here, maybe a few more. But this is all the information that is in these first few days for you to complete. Okay, there's a PowerPoint in here. Please take a look at that PowerPoint. There's a folder here for how to create a healthy study environment, active reading strategies, and these are folders that house articles for each of these topic areas. And then here is your introduction that is due in the first few days of class. It's due by the 29th by 6 p.m. I will allow to the end of the day, but I say 6 p.m. because I have to turn in my roster to the registrar first thing on Thursday morning, but I typically like to do it on Wednesday evening just because I do teach on Thursday mornings at 8 o'clock. So I'd like to have the introductions done by 6 p.m., maybe 8-10 p.m. at the latest on Wednesday. So make sure you get that done in a timely manner. Unit 1 quiz is also due on the 29th, which is Wednesday. It's due by midnight, before midnight on the 29th. Okay. Alright, so that is your Unit 1. Now, I'm going to jump back here, as I said, and I'm going to turn my view off, and we're going to let you take a look at what it's going to look like for you. Okay, so I'm about to get cut off here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video for now. My max recording time on this program that I use is 15 minutes, and we're getting to that point. So I'm going to let this go for now, and I'll jump back into another video in a bit, and I will actually just post that video into the course materials main area, or maybe the Get Started Here area, so you'll see it anyway. So that's it. Okay, thanks for listening, and I wish you the best in this course, and I'll be seeing you shortly.